everybody doing tonight? Are you guys ready for a great night tonight? We've got some great comics here this evening, and first and foremost, I want to thank you all for coming out. This is a very special night. This is the second annual NHN night at the House of Comedy, and before we get started, the first thing I want to do is really shout out the folks that work here at the House of Comedy for being so helpful to us. Stephanie Phillips, Mike Dapper, all the crew, they really help us. They had donated to us 100 tickets tonight as part of our big charity event in November. And because of them, going into the evening, we've already raised $5,000. That's a little louder. That's fantastic. And to let you know a little bit about Neighbors Helping Neighbors, we've been around for about 10 years. And it was 6 of us guys sitting in a bar going like, what could we do? First of all, pretty shocking that we were in a bar. But they're like, what could we do to actually give back to those in our neighborhood, right? What can we do to help people? And we didn't want to just write checks. We wanted to be involved. So we started the group, again, about 11 years ago. We've grown to 60 men in our community. And every penny that we raise goes right back to the community. Not a single salary, the members of the organization pay for all our overhead. So every penny that you raise goes right to our groups. And to that point, on everybody's sheet, everybody's table there, you have got an NHN little thing. If you feel like you'd like to give some money to NHN, feel free to jump in there. I'd recommend you wait till you hit that $2 or that 2-drink minimum. If you wait right until then that's always good timing. Secondly, there's also some raffle we're going to do later on by the House of Comedy. They're giving us a $50 coupon that you can use at any time here. Fill that out, and at the end of the night, we're going to do a raffle. So, but before I get into that, I want to thank 3 special guests that are here this evening that actually, as I said, that we'd had those tickets that were auctioned off at our event. First of all, Don Gessmeyer. Can we get out to Don's table over there? Don, thank you so much. Stanley Guy. Am I saying the name right? Guy, sorry. Stanley Guy, thank you so much. And the Barclay Group with Stanley Barclay. Thank you guys again. We really, really appreciate it. And before I kind of start getting into the show, there's one other thing that I'd like to do is sprinkle throughout here. We've got some of the NHN guys. Would you mind NHN guys standing up real briefly so these people can find out who you are? They spend their time, energy, and effort and their financial backing to actually help the organization and help those in the community. So I'm a better man for knowing you guys, so thank you so much. All right, no more nice shit. So just tell you folks that don't know me, my name's Mike Yarnell. I'm 62 years old, married almost 25 years. Yes, and my wife and I have 2 daughters. And I must tell you that I'm not really a good daughter father. I think I'd be a lot better as a dad to sons. Because I've got friends that have sons and I see them, like their sons walk by, they go, how's it going? And the son goes like, good, bad, or And you're like, okay, wear a condom. With girls, it's a lot more complicated. Like I say to my daughters, I'm like, hey, how you doing? And they go, worst day of my life. How do I untrip that wire? I'm like, well, you're 7, so that's 2,500 days. You should be fine. And they're interesting when they were younger. I don't know if you saw during the election that Donald Trump, during the debate, he said that they take kids, when they go to school in the morning, they're one sex, and they come home from school and they're another sex? How come I didn't know about that program? I signed that permission slip faster than I did this trip to the zoo. Yeah, having daughters ain't easy, man. They mine now are 23 and 21, which that gets interesting because they they corrected me and blamed me for everything. And you got to learn things when you have daughters. Like, one of the things that like, do not ever objectify. Do not objectify, because it hates when you do that. I'll wait. There. Yeah, they. One of them is an environmentalist, and the other's a psychiatrist. Or psychologist, I'm sorry. So that's really fascinating, because the only thing they really agree on is they blame me for killing both the ozone and our family dynamics. Their idea of bonding with me is like, we were away over the holidays, and it's like watch a 3-hour movie that I don't understand at all. I'm like, why is the guy wearing a rabbit suit? And the psychologist now, she's actually laying the foundation to put me in assisted living. I can tell. I'm 62 and I can tell this is happening. Like the other day I was looking for my car keys, and I'm like, where are my keys? And she goes, you know, there's a place you can go where you don't need keys. She's like, it's like camp, but with really soft food. And the puzzle pieces are like really, really large. And the environmentalist, the other day, I'm in the kitchen. She comes strolling in, doesn't say hi, Dad, doesn't say anything, just walks right in and goes, because of you, we're going to have to pay for what you're doing to our planet. We're going to have to pay for what you're doing to our world. And I'm like, good, because so far you haven't paid for shit. But so speaking of the holidays, we went up to, there's something weird. Any dads out there that have daughters in this age group? Am I the only one? Is it not weird the first time they start really drinking around you, like legally? I find that so weird. It's like my daughters are starting to get buzzed up, and I can almost like in real time see my retirement fund just kind of going up in smoke. My one daughter's like, I can really handle my liquor. I'm like, really? Because you just put vodka in a wine glass. But, you know, it's not really their fault, because they grew up differently than I did, right? They grew up in Scottsdale, Arizona. So they grew up in Disney World. And they, first of all, their bathroom, they have one bathroom that they both share. And they had like 16 bottles of shampoo and conditioner and foot scrub and face scrub. Where I grew up, we had one bathroom. And it was 4 of us. And in that bathroom, we had 1 bottle of shampoo and 1 bar of soap. We had the same order every single morning when we got ready. So that means for 18 years, that bar of soap went directly from my dad's balls to my face. Did you say ooh? You heard the story. You didn't live the story. I remember being 13 and being so excited. I'm like, oh my God, I'm growing a mustache. Nope. No. Like to end my little bit with that, just to let you know where it's going from here. So, you guys ready for your first comic tonight? So this guy wasn't on the flyer at all, but I think he's fantastic. He's a young comic. He did a show that I produced a few months ago, and I'll be frank, he's kind of eye candy for the ladies. He's young, tall, dark, handsome, even intimidating, which is really weird and ironic, because I don't think he could spell the word intimidate. Could you put your hands together, give a warm welcome to my man, Drake Harris! Let's go, man.
My time. We have a very fun show coming up. Please put your hands
to get a hold of my boy Justice Roundy next. Justice and I've known him for a while. We started doing, we do shows once a quarter called Battle of the Ages. It's old comics against young comics. And
I was focused.
I represent the old comics, and Justice represents the young comics. So if you ever want to go see his fun show, please come out. And Justice, I think, is a hilarious guy. He's very funny. He's a very unique guy, and he actually won a contest recently as a comic in Phoenix. So hands up for that. That's right.
He's overselling me.
Each comic that most resembles Barney Rubble. So give it up for Barney Rubble, aka Justice Roundy.
Oh. The music, baby. Yeah, how we do it tonight? My name is Justice Roundy. Thank you guys very much. Yeah.
Justice Roundy.
Thank you, hilarious.
Follow him on social media. He's hilarious. He does a lot of things.
Thank you very much.
It's easy to remember. Justice
Thank you.
Roundy isn't just his last name. It's also a description.
Fuck you, Mike.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Second day. This is as good as he is. Seriously, he pulled your chair up and shit like that, and you like opened your door first. Yeah, it's over. Hey, so listen, folks. A reminder. We're doing a big raffle here tonight. Make sure you fill this out. If you've hit that second drink, make sure you donate a little bit to NHN. And you ready for your third comic? This is my man, Kabari. Kabari is fantastic. I don't know if you know this, Kabari, one of the first shows I did, I saw Kabari on stage. And I was blown away. I'm like, how could this guy be that comfortable in such a tight shirt? If you don't laugh, especially you guys in front, he will beat your ass because he's big. So laugh hard, laugh loud. Here comes my man Kabari. Favorite comics is coming up next. And Zach, I'll tell you, what Zach looks like to me is, you remember back in the 80s and you would go to somebody's house to buy weed? Remember back then before they had dispensaries, and there was always that dude on the couch that never said a word?
If you want it.
And even when your buddy like left the room, it would just be you and this guy in this utter silence, and he would just turn to you and go like, man, Supertramp, right? My man, the Supertramp fan, Zach!
Bless you. Keep it going for Mike Yarnell. Keep it going for your host, Mike Yarnell.
Appreciate it.
Great set.
Appreciate it.
Give up to Zach Allen! He's so funny. Hey, just two quick things before we bring on your headliner. First and foremost, make sure we fill this out. They should be collecting those any second now. Secondly, I think the question we all want to know, will there be a third date? Dude, when she turns, you want to know. I'm kidding. All right, guys, last year, who was at our show last year, the NHN show? A round of applause. This guy came on last year and absolutely crushed it, so much so that the NHN guys actually asked for him by name. Actually, they said they want the cripple kid back, but same thing. Oh wait, he's getting wired for sound or jumper cables. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the guy that I swear to God, if you're ever 10 years from now, you're going to be watching Netflix and you're going to see him on there. I personally think he's the best comic in Phoenix. My man, Mason Spina!